Okay, I'm live.
All right. Welcome to the Phantom Cup Series duels. This is the qualifier race. We already had our cup qualifying settled, and right now it's the car reviewing's teammates, Sean Ard and Landon. There's Sean Ard right here who just came home with the win in the clash. But on the pole for the duels and on the front row for the Fantona 500. Gonna be interesting to see what Sean can do in that 97. See if he can win it again. And
Oh, okay. I just found that out. Okay.
can you post the link in
Yeah, give
announcements?
me a second. I was figuring some stuff out.
All right. Well, we also got got the rest of the field in we also have 20 other cars racing. Have it exactly half the field in one duel, exactly half the field in the other. So I'm also joined here by Kyle. Kyle, happy to have you in the booth tonight.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It's going to be a great race, and I expect lots and lots of crashes because if it's anything like what we saw in the Clash, some of these people are going to do some really interesting things.
Yeah, not in a good way, but it's part of Daytona.
Yep, super speedway racing. It's gonna get fun. You know, there's quite a few guys that are going to be scared of this qualifying race because they know if they
Yeah.
start near the back in the Daytona 500, there's a very big chance they might, get involved in the big one.
So other than Sean Ard, being a guaranteed P2, this dual one will determine who will line up on the inside for the Fantona 500, and dual two like dual one will except it'll be on for it'll determine who will be on the outside for the starting grid.
Yeah, and that outside, is it's not the preferred line, but it's in these cars it's generally kind of easy to go to the back on the inside line, come right back up. So,
Yep.
it's not really that big of a disadvantage unless, you get in an incident because you're near the back. So it's definitely going to be a competitive race today.
Yep, for sure. Gotta go to the start of this race, and obviously Truex fan is in here, and this is the I accidentally tabbed out. Um, but this is the qualifying results. Well, this qualifying is based off of the qualifying in Daytona, and it's based on who was already set to be in dual one, and it's basically just going down the list of who qualified highest to lowest in the Fantona 500 out of all the cars that are in this duel.
Yep. So, front row, we have Sean Ard, and next to him, we have last year's Michigan winner, Zach.
Then that is Knoxville winner last season and chase contender for not a long time, but still chase contender Zevel, and it is Josh looking to have taken a rebound after a tough season 8.
Matthew Hill out there in the 90 next to Dudes Castroneves.
Then is Matthew's teammate Patrick Miller and rookie Giuseppe in the 74.
Next up, it's Outlaw, Super Speedway Ace, and next to him, it is Truex Fan, the veteran of the series.
Then it is the 54 of Fanatic and the 25 of Thunder.
Next up, it's the 30 of Nickname, and next to him, it's the 44 of Hector Daniel.
Then behind him, it is the number 1 of Joe Kwan, still looking for that first career win. And to his outside, looking to rebound after another tough season 8, Commander Brick.
And up here, we have We have Legends and Barnabas in that number 35 right next to him.
Then right behind him, second to last row, it is the 28 of NASCAR Fan and the 15 of Kenyon.
And rounding out the field is the 91 of Craig Popgris. Okay.
All right, 21 cars in this duel, 50 laps to settle it. See who will start in the inside. And think about this. Sean Ard is not automatically locked in because, he is locked in for right now because of the
Unless
on times
he
unless
wrecked.
he's wrecked. Yep.
If you have to go to a backup car, you're in the rear.
Yep, that doesn't go for just Sean Ard. That goes for every other driver as well.
So we're going to see some interesting things right here. New car. This car has not had a lot of track time at Daytona. So we're going to see a lot of interesting things. We're going to see potentially how the Fantona 500 plays out right here. So these races are very important.
You also gotta wonder, how's this track gonna change from the shift to day to night in Duel 2? These two groups are gonna get two different things with this track. It's gonna either be it's gonna be a hot surface with the sun beating down, or a nice and cool surface with no sun beating down on it.
Well, the good thing about this duel right here is it's in the day, so it's going to be slicker just in general, but it's cloudy. So you're not going to be as slip sliding around as you would in a very bright day. So these guys in Duel 2 aren't going to be as separated in terms of car characteristics as it would be if it was sunny out. So that's the good thing for these guys. They're going to be on a more level playing field together because of the clouds. So
But
And we're
anyways,
about to go green.
yeah, as they roll off of turn 4, 21 cars to decide the is it inside or outside? Outside?
inside.
And to decide the inside line for the Fantona 500. Pace car will pull it down pit
Pace,
road.
pace cars in. These guys are going to pull their belts tight because the green flag's out.
Here we go.
That inside line gets a huge jump. That 97 is almost cleared the 68. He is clear. The 47 pushing the 97.
You already see 3 wide back there for about 4th in this pack. That could go well or it could go horribly.
None of these lines are really organized right now. They're all not working together that well. Now the 90 is pulling up to the 47, but he pulls low.
Yep, Sean Ard still has a lead.
He had his driver and teammate behind him, but he moved up to the middle lane. Will that affect him? Here comes Sean Art down to the bottom, entering turns 3 and 4. He's going to move Sean up the racetrack. Matthew Hill to the bottom now.
2 teammates on the bottom line now. They're trying to lead the first lap of the season or the second. I lost count already.
Hill will lead the first
Hill
lap
goes to the point
of the duels.
And he's going to... his teammate's going to abandon him right here. This is going to be big.
And it seems to be no help for that 90 up there. Here comes the 56 trying to make a move on the bottom of that 98 of Patrick Miller.
Thinks better of it for now, but he has a Pontiac right behind him pushing him.
Truex fan to the bottom, looking for some room to work.
Ooh, Hector!
Oh yeah, we're 4 wide back there. That's not good.
Looks like Hector got shuffled out a little bit. Oh, he's right next to his Pontiac teammate right there.
He's going through the middle. He's literally making spots up through the middle right there, like a 4 wide. But that's not gonna go.
Oh, they're touching.
That's not gonna work for too long. As there's contact, but we're still straight somehow. They got to get it figured out soon.
He is against his teammate. He is leaning against him.
I'm not sure how they've gone this far without wadding it up right here. Oh,
look at Thunder right here.
Oh, there they go.
There they go.
That's just Seffi around. It looks to be the only car that goes around, but still, nonetheless, it'll be a yellow flag. Thank goodness it wasn't worse than what it was.
Thank goodness he didn't hit the wall. Thank God that was on the backstretch, because otherwise that could have been a lot worse than it was.
Oh wow, they didn't even throw the game didn't even throw the caution for that, but it's all right. I'll change it next lap. There we go.
Fanta official sleeping on the job.
Yeah, for real.
And it's going to be Patrick Miller, who is your race
Well,
leader.
they're still racing
Oh,
back.
wait, never mind. My bad.
They're so disorganized right now because of that wreck. I doubt that a lot of people are going to be able to pass him unless he goes up high,
Which
Looks
which
like
is what
might
he's
be what he's doing.
doing.
Truceman's got to run though. Here he comes.
To the
To the
bottom. The
bottom.
98 doesn't. The 98 doesn't block it. He knows there's a long race ahead. He doesn't have to block it right now.
And like the
And
Clash,
reckon
it's going to be a drag race to the line for this time for the race back. It looks like it's going to go to the 98 of Patrick Miller.
It will.
by a fender.
0.01 seconds. Wow.
So caution's out for an incident that happened last lap 4.
Now I wonder what got Hector out there in the first place. Did he choose to go out there, or did he get punted or shuffled out?
Gonna have to take a look at it right there. This started brewing on just lap 3 actually, and actually lap 2. Going way back, and it looks like you see Outlaw maybe moves up the racetrack, and looks like the 25 actually went for that hole. Might have been 25, just being too aggressive on this these opening few laps.
And you don't expect that from somebody of his tenure, his experience level. But
Yeah.
at Daytona, the trophy's right there, and you see glory ahead of you. A good starting spot in the Fantona 500 really helps your chances of winning it. And so even in the duels, you could get aggressive knowing that this could be your chance, to make it a lot easier for you in the coming days.
Yep. But obviously, even though Giuseppe got spun, nobody got too bad damage, so looks
It's
like everybody's
Daytona.
gonna be okay for now.
It's Daytona. The draft is gonna suck you right up, no matter how much damage you have, unless, of course, you're missing a hood or fenders. So it's going to be really interesting to see how these new bodies continue to draft up, who can work together with who the best. Um, we saw Toyotas working with Fords, Pontiacs working with Chevys. So it's going to be really interesting to see who can link up best with who, considering the differences in the body styles.
Like you said, Kyle, new bodies mean new new style of racing. How is it going to play out? How is your car going to handle on these long runs, on these short runs? How is it going to work? So, this is a new
Looks
thing
like we
that
have a
they're
person. Looks like we have a person deciding to pit right now, potentially to fix some damage. That's something you could do at this track under caution because it's so large and the caution laps take so long. Is you don't really have to worry about losing a lap if you have to fix a little bit of damage. You can go down pit road, fix your damage, and that's really important because damage can affect how good your car drives, and it has a major effect. Even a little bit of damage can make your car unfathomably loose or crazy tight. So, if you want to, you could go down pit road here. You could fix it, have your car driving good again, or like it was before, and go right back out. And I think that was a good idea for that car because he was near the back anyways.
Yep. And we're gonna go green next time by.
And there he goes.
And so it'll be Patrick Miller leading us to the green flag next time by for lap 7. already under yellow.
No pit stops just yet. So obviously, I don't believe they can make it a full run without pitting. So it's going to be really interesting to see when they decide to stop. Who knows? Maybe pitting on lap 6 can get that guy to the end back there. But I doubt this is the last yellow we see today.
Wait, aren't we going green this time? Uh,
Yeah, my fault.
it's okay.
So now after that whole skirmish with the 4 wide, 25 is up to 5th. And I'm pretty sure that he would make some some better choices after that. And he's already apologized on the radio for that incident, so taking responsibility for that.
He's just lucky that it wasn't that big of a wreck.
Yeah, they almost wrecked about 3 times. In that 4 wide incident.
And they will be doubling up here. 2x2 getting ready to go green from Daytona.
Looks like we're going to see how the Pontiacs and Fords work together, along with the Pontiac and the Toyota in the top lane. It's going to be really interesting because on the start, when the green flag came out, that inside line was not organized. And they got lucky someone went out of the outside lane and went 3 wide because if you don't get organized as a lane, you're going to fall back. So we're going to see how that goes today.
Let's see how they do this time as we take the green flag for the restart.
You see the jump that 98 got off of that restart. He's already going to clear that top lane by his whole car length with the help from behind in that 47. The 47's also got the 25 of Thunder helping him down on
Looks
that
like
bottom.
looks like the 18's about to get clear here too. So going to be really interesting to see how many cars could get clear on this bottom lane and what they do after that. It looks like the 98 already went high, anticipating someone else going high, but the 25 goes 3 wide.
Yep, and none of them has got help, so I think the 25 is going to go the lead right here. And Patrick Miller's just stuck on the top. Nobody's coming up to help him as the 25 takes the lead.
Falling like a rock on that top lane. Just no help for him there.
As now here comes Outlaw making it 3 wide for the race lead. Three wide, and I think Outlaw is going to get the push, and he's going to go to the lead. That's from the 2 Commander Brick and that Dodge. Those Dodges have pretty flat bumpers, just like the Ford Mustangs.
And
that could be to their advantage, really.
It is 3x3x3
Oof.
throughout this whole pack.
You see, Nickname, I think he had some damage from that incident. He's barely hanging with the pack now.
I don't like the way that 35 was looking in the middle of turn 4. He was about to go 4 wide, but he thought better of it.
Well, now Outlaw gets clear of the 18. Now he jumps up to the high side. Now here comes the 56 through the middle.
Oh, but you also have to watch
Working.
that bottom lane with
I think the 2's gonna have to block here, and he's gonna block them in the lane. That's gonna open the door for the 35.
Yeah, and that's gonna kill the momentum of the middle lane too.
He could not block high. If he blocked high, we would have had another caution. So he was stuck there in that middle lane. Okay.
No. Yeah, we're good. It just, I don't know why I just blacked out for a second, but we're back. But anyway,
35 is going to lead this lap.
I
yeah,
just
he's
got
got the
this.
one right behind him. 56 still looking to go through the middle.
And here comes the one right here.
Yep. Outside, not really working anybody's advantage. Surprisingly, that's like the very outside is probably a lane that would have the most momentum off the corners, but it's not really seeming to get going so far.
Well, it's hot, so it's slick. And when it's slick, you the outside lane is a little bit scary. You have to play with the throttle a little bit to make sure you don't hit the wall when you're out there. Not so much on the inside lane.
I have that feeling that we're going to get another wreck eventually. I just don't really know when it's going to be.
Well, it's Daytona. You're always
That
gonna have a
is the
wreck at some
allure
point.
of this. That's the allure of the super speedway.
Yep.
That's what these drivers are thinking right now. When's it gonna happen, and how do I avoid it?
And
As
who's
this
going to
is
cause it? Is it going? Because if it's a guy around you, there's not much you can do to avoid it. Some rookies in this field, if you see the yellow on the bumper, they haven't raced that often, so you want to stay away from them at these kinds of tracks.
as it
They
is
race off
still
turn 4
it's
yet
still a
again. Now it looks like sorry to interrupt, but now it looks like that outside's getting going again. See the two actually starting to hang with the 35 and the 1.
Well, you have two really experienced super speedway drivers out there, the 8 and the 2, and they're working together. So that's helping the outside lane right there.
as it is a
Yep.
three wide battle throughout this whole pack for positions, especially the front three.
Even nickname drafted up, like I said, even with the damage,
Yep.
draft right up.
If there is a big wreck he misses it from the back, then that could give him a shot at winning this duel later on. Oh,
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 Sean,
ooh,
4
contact,
wide,
almost
looked like he
forward.
was
but
about to
he's
go
gonna.
4 wide.
Yeah, now Truexpan's push has kind of dropped off. Now he's kind of leaving some space between him and Barney. That might not be good for Barney. Yeah,
That's
now he's
exactly
falling
what the
back.
one wanted right there. He wants to be clear so he can disrupt the
Yep.
momentum of the top two lanes.
Yeah, and he's gonna go. He's gonna block the middle. Here comes Commander Brick with a big head of steam
And our
on
pole
that
sitter on
outside
the
line.
bottom now. What's he going to do with it? Ooh,
Now
so
here comes
close.
Sean.
Three
The 8 and the 2
wide.
are a really great combo up there. I'm surprised.
Seems like that middle lane
Ooh,
has gathered itself back again, as it is getting very close between the 1 and the 2.
the
Yep.
2 is side drafting, trying to pull that middle lane back so he can pull himself forward. So, but it's not working right now. Not in the middle of the turn.
It's Joe
But he
Kwan.
gets a good run in the straightaways, and he also has a very experienced pusher behind him, the 8 of Outlaw, who knows how to get it done in the super speedway.
And it looks like that inside lane has dropped off, and now it's just a two-way battle. Joe Kwan, well, for a second it was. Joe Kwan and Brick were still side by side, but Joe Kwan's gonna be the lead car here in this front row, and he's going to have to try and
And
block all lanes.
Brick gets a huge run. Joquan would have been clear, but that push on the outside was just too strong. And now here comes the 2 fighting back on the outside.
And we're seeing two different philosophies right here. The 1 is not committed to any lane. The 2 is committed to the top.
Yep.
And you see the 1 gets stuck up there now. He's going to have to be committed to that middle lane, or else he's not going anywhere.
And here comes Sean Art on that bottom. They're starting to collect themselves again, trying to get side by side, but it seems like their momentum has fallen off once again.
Yeah,
We've had.
not much momentum on the straightaways for him.
Oh, here comes Brick trying to go down low, trying to get that middle lane.
Yeah, he slots right in front of the 35. 35 looks to the top. Now they're 2x2 for the race lead. Here comes Commander Rick on the outside. He's been managing that outside line very well.
And it seems like
Yeah,
now that
now he's
middle
playing
lane has
around.
died off.
Oh, now Sean forces Joquan 3 wide, and Barney's going to go with the 2. Joquan has no help. I mean, unless he has that 56, but, he's way far behind as of now.
That's exactly what the 97 and the 2 want right now.
Yeah, Commander Brick might get pushed out front. He might clear the whole field for the lead, and he does.
Almost. He does right there.
Now it's a three-way battle between second, and now Commander Brig's gonna have to try and block all lanes.
Well, as this two, because the two's going to pull away right here because all these guys are slowing each other down side by side. But, once you can't get too far out because you see, like, the one, once he gets clear, he's going to have a huge head of steam coming up towards the two.
The 2's got to look in his mirror, decide where to block, and when to time that block. If you time it wrong, you cause the big one from the front of the field, and you get everybody involved behind you. So, really important right here. Now the 56 is clear as well.
56 clears as well, and that's going to help that outside line. Now here comes Joe Quan. He's going to try and fight for the lead. He's going down low, trying to take the lead in turn 3.
56 and 54 go with him. That 2's all by himself.
Yeah, Brick has no help. He's going to lose the lead. Joe Quan will take the lead off of turn 4. Brick trying to fight it with everything he's got, but there's 4 cars now on the inside.
35 abandons the top line too. That 2 has nobody to help him.
Here comes Joe Quan. He thinks that outside line can work pretty well with the 2. Now the 8's got momentum, but here comes the 56.
And I'll tell you what I see. The 8 is the strongest pusher, the 2 is the strongest pushy, and the 1 is just one of the strongest.
Barney trying to make some work on that inside. The 2 Almost Rebels racing cars working together on the inside, trying to get back to those 2 leaders.
Ooh, looking 4 wide. 4 wide.
Oh,
right
they're
there.
4 wide.
The 54 almost.
Oh, and the 35's around. Barney goes around. And NASCAR fan is going to come back on the track, and they save it.
Oh.
They saved it, but Barney has spun.
Did he hit the wall? Did he hit that inside
well, it
wall?
looks like he has some damage, but there's no yellow. The officials are really sleeping tonight.
The 2's pulling out. I think he's going to try and race the. I think that's the 1 out there to the line.
And here they come. The 1 has a push from his teammate Outlaw, and Joe Quan is going to get the race back. And I think Almost Rebels Racing might have just imploded right there. But we're going to have to check another replay and see. Pace car on the backstretch. We're under caution for the second time in another wreck that should have been a lot more massive. But luckily, these drivers, took great action in avoiding. But let's see what happened.
Looks like the 97 just took that run when he shouldn't have.
Yeah. Looks like Barney goes up, tries to get behind the 56 to draft, but then I guess they mistimed it. And then Sean is on the inside. And there's no room out of the tribal, and Barney gets spun around.
54 kind of pushed the 35 down into the 97.
Then,
I think it could have worked for as long as it did with like the 44 and the 30 and stuff. But
up in the front after this incident, NASCAR fan on the apron. He's gonna come back up. He's gonna door slam the 24. I'm not sure how the 24 saved it. Looks like the 90 got damaged as well. Gonna be interesting to see what they do under caution to repair that damage. Looks like a lot of cars got side damage from that.
Yeah, it's looking like some pace car shenanigans right here. Looks like they got it sorted out. I think this is where we're going to see pit stops. I guess we're going to see here or next time by.
I don't think anybody's going to come. But yeah, contact from a teammate sends the 35 spinning. Obviously, I doubt that it was on purpose, but I think the 97 just misjudged that run that he got off of turn 4.
It's crazy. It happened twice in the same duel.
Oh yeah, between teammates, yeah. Just saw it with the JVR cars on lap 3. 20 laps later, it's the OMR cars. But thankfully for both sides of that, both the JBR cars and the OMR cars are still able to compete in this race.
Well, 35 has a little bit more damage than anybody else I've seen, so I think he might be our first victim of falling away from the pack.
Well, let's see. I mean, we saw that side damage on Nickname, and he was kind of getting hindered from being up in the front, but a lot of others have a bit of damage now.
Especially the ones that got doored
Everybody's
after that
gone
wreck.
crazy.
After the initial spin, everyone that got doored from the incoming 28, you gotta wonder how are they
Yeah.
living?
I don't know if we're gonna see a drastic change in pace from those guys, but might be different. You see the 24, 90, I think were the worst of that. They got the worst of that when the 28 came back up on the racetrack.
Matthew in that car was bragging about how nice it looked. Not anymore.
You also have
I
to
think
remember
I think sorry.
it's okay. You also have to remember the 90 and the 28, they co-own the team that the 90 runs for. So you gotta wonder, is that gonna bring in any tension between the two?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's just a racing incident, 28 went
It's
to avoid. I guess
it's
misjudged it.
Daytona.
Yeah,
I
and
have a
yeah, that's
rule.
exactly what it
I
is.
have a rule, and this isn't from personal experience, but if you wreck the field at Daytona, you're even because it's just racing at Daytona.
Exactly.
It's not like I ever did that before.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm sure you didn't. We could replay Shell Daytona.
Yeah, just like one of those commercials. You come back from commercial. This is
Yeah.
this is a highlight from this race years
Yeah,
ago.
exactly. Man, time flies, doesn't it? Oh, hey, Matthew. Speaking of you.
I just wanted to point out also you could have said Moth last season.
Oh yeah.
That's all I wanted to be in here for.
But yeah, anyway, 2 laps from halfway. Pace car lights are still on, but we'll go green this time by.
I had a heart attack like 5 minutes ago because my Wi-Fi died. So I thought the stream was done.
Is it still going?
Yeah, it's still going. I can check.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we're good.
The number one and the number two occupy the number one and two spots.
As they have for quite a bit this race.
And that bottom lane's going to be unstoppable this restart. The 1 and the 8 together.
Yep, and just like the JBR teammates, the 35 and 97 are to the back after that wreck, just because they lost positions. So let's see how they can rebound through the field. Here we go.
Through the tri-oval now, and they're back green.
Yep, back racing in Daytona. And remember, the halfway is the only
Ooh,
save point in this race. So
that
halfway
too.
could be the final results of the race, depending
That
on whether the
too.
game crashes.
That
Sorry.
too got a brilliant restart right there. And I thought he was going to clear the one for a little bit, but that 8 and 1 got together, a little bit late, but they got together and they rebounded back. Well, never mind about that. The one just went up with the two.
Oh, look at the 18 making his appearance. He's going to go 3 wide.
25 with him.
And now 56 and 54 are going through the middle.
That inside line is so organized right now.
And that middle lane also trying to get it organized, but out of all lanes, that inside is the most organized. The outside is just It's one car.
It's getting
and the
formed
car
up.
length.
It's getting formed up right now.
18's clear. Is he gonna move up?
Oh, we're 4 wide
Oh
Ooh,
already.
boy,
looking full
Josh,
wide,
that was
full wide
not the
again.
right move. That was not the right move, Josh.
Ooh,
Looks like
okay,
the
okay, he's
Fanatics gonna
making it work.
clear him.
Just go right back up.
Yeah,
Go
he
right
better
back up.
he better go back up.
Go right
Come
back
on,
up.
come on. No, he sold.
No,
Sold. He sold.
no.
And now Legends is stuck in the middle. As a
Oh,
25
no.
trying to take the lead.
Look, Hector might get in his second 4 wide incident of the day.
Oh
That's
no.
crazy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they're doing it right here.
Oh, they're gonna keep it straight. Oh no, they don't. There goes Giuseppe around for the second time, and around goes Josh, NASCAR fan.
Everyone did it.
Sean. I think the
Oh,
pole sitter Sean is involved. The big
oh,
one.
oh, more.
Oh, and nickname and Sean gets collected even more.
Yikes.
Matthew Hill hits the 54, and that's gonna
Giuseppe
cause
gets
him
out of
more
there with
carnage.
no damage at all. And he was the first one to spin. That's crazy.
And just at the halfway point, we have a massive incident. Holy cow.
Oh
And
my.
Hector, this time, is done for good. He's going to be going to a backup car.
He's blowing up.
But the big question is, how bad is the damage on the 97? I mean, it's got damage to the sides, but, you know.
It looks pretty bad.
It does. It does look pretty severe indeed. Look at the 2. The 2's also heavily damaged.
One of the strongest cars of the day. Wow.
24, who's in the middle of that 3-wide incident, and Fanatic had to reset because he got stuck on the apron.
I think he might be done.
Yep, big damage to that car. Just at the halfway point, we have our biggest wreck of the night, and here it is. Saw that 4-wide brewing with Josh, and that just was. Oh, Sean got slammed into the wall hard.
That beautiful National Guard Chevy just all torn up.
Very unfortunate. Saw Sean got drilled yet again. But yeah, let's look at this one more time. You saw that 4-wide, just no room. The
Looks like
5's going to get
Hector.
squeezed into the 98, and the 28 actually gets hooked into the 74.
Yep.
And
Lots of
then they
innocent.
start wrecking yet again.
Lots of
And
innocent bystanders involved in that one.
oh, and this wreck starts
Oh, and
here
you
because
see
Fanatic,
Fanatic
yeah,
go right back up into the 2. That's how the 2 got wrecked.
yep, unfortunately. And then Patrick, you see, he went way up the track and slammed into the wall.
And then there goes the 44.
Crash.
Yep. That's how the 44's race is going to end.
Oh,
Then you see Sean right here gets clipped again. Almost flipped over. Man, your front row starter for the Fantona 500 is pretty torn up. It's right on board. Oh, he just got slammed into the wall hard. Then right here,
Again,
gonna
nowhere to
slow
go.
down for the wreck, and he gets clipped again. Yep, just nowhere to go, and the 90 gets even more damage.
I would not be surprised if that's how his day ends.
And Kane was saying he had a front row to the wreck. Let's see what happened from his perspective.
Oh my.
Oh. Yeah, everybody just got stacked up on the outside. Saw 2 Interstate Batteries cars collected in them there. right on board with the 5 as this wreck started brewing.
He just got door slammed into the 28, and that's what sprouted it.
Man, that's just very unfortunate for all guys involved.
Just no room for 4 wide here.
Oh, yeah, not at all. Especially out of the trial, one of the thinnest parts of this racetrack. You can't. It's the margin for error. The margin for error in the trial is very small, and that's proven right there. As the 44 is officially out, and you see others with big damage. And Sean will most likely come to pit road, and we'll have to see how bad the damage is on the 97.
If I'm him, I'm staying in that thing until it dies.
Yeah.
Pitters.
And those are all cars with damage.
Including the car that started it all.
Yep.
I've got to think a lot of people are looking at him right now, just saying, you better write me a check.
Yep.
I just had to turn on up my mic.
And the 5 and the 90 are also out of the race. They will be going to backup cars.
Yikes.
24
24's out, 90's out, or 91's out.
and Sean's gonna continue into this race. But that minimum speed rule is still in effect for all those damaged cars.
If he gets DQ'd, that's still going to the back in the
Yeah.
main race. Got to put the pedal to the metal
Yep.
in that car, or else you're gonna have a lot of work to do in the big one, in the big race. And while we're sitting around watching the car's pace, let's go take a look at some radio interactions. Looks like the 28's not that happy. 28 says they're good for the most part, but they are going to be slow.
Yep. See, a 30's still on pit road. Looks like he's gonna start rolling right about now. Is he gonna beat the pace car out? I think yes, he is. Right now, 1 lap down for the 30.
Free pass. I wouldn't call him a lucky dog, but
Well, he's not. Well, he's not getting the free. He was just involved in that wreck.
I know. I'm just saying it's available.
Oh yeah. He says he's
It's
the only
available.
car 1 lap down. There's another yellow that's not caused by him, then he will get the free pass.
Looks like the top, 6 are the clean cars.
Yeah. And we had this happen in the Clash where there were like 11 clean cars. Now we have about 6.
Yippee.
I'm gonna try and feel this quietness. This race is brought to you by Double X.
Oh yeah. Double X Duels. Sorry, I'm just typing in the radio. That's why I'm kind of silent.
All rights to this race go to Fanta Cup Series LLC, but we're not an LLC.
Well, yeah, we're not an LLC.
We'll sue you if you use our footage.
Yes.
We totally have lawyers.
Yep.
In fact, I am a lawyer.
Anyways,
No, I'm not.
we are going green this time. 30 laps of 50 laps in. 30 laps of 50. 30, 30 out of 50 completed.
20 laps to go. That means we at least have 4 more wrecks, I estimate.
Well, if we have 6 clean cars, I don't think we're getting 4 more wrecks.
You never know. These guys are insane, crazy, and clinically insane, I will say.
You know what?
If
I'm gonna just.
they, you know the definition of insanity? Trying the same thing over and over and hoping for different results. And that's these guys going 4 freaking wide.
Yep.
Stop it.
I'm just gonna say this is
Stop it.
heartbreak for Brick in this duel. Fastest car all race, been up in the top 3 most of this race, and gets involved in such a stupid wreck that could have been avoided.
Yeah.
The 54 should have just locked his brakes, locked it down,
Yeah.
but he went up and went straight into the 2, who's now missing a rear bumper, and that's gonna kill whatever lane he's in. Looks like it's gonna kill the bottom.
Yep. Yeah, that's the lane that Sean's in, and Sean needs to meet that minimum speed rule, or else he's DQ'd, and if he's DQ'd, then he's gonna go to the back.
And look at this. Look who's right behind him. It's the guy in the cleanest car that's back there. It's Giuseppe. So Giuseppe's going to be held up as well. So this is going to create a really interesting restart right here.
Yeah, Giuseppe was also involved in that wreck, but he only got spun out. Just like
Both times.
3, yeah. But here we go, back to the green. 20 to go once we hit the line.
25 and 8. Front row.
Green flag.
2 red cars with white numbers.
And remember, oh yeah, also, speaking of that, Outlaw made this Coke car, by the way. So 2 of Outlaw's painted cars on the front row for this restart. But
Looks beautiful.
Back to our scheduled programming.
Look at Zevel. He's now clear, almost clear of the 25.
Yeah, I think
this is the highest position Zevel's been in all day. It's going to be really interesting to see these new players up in the front trying to make moves to get to this lead. We see Zach up here now. He hasn't been up here all day.
Yeah,
after starting second.
The thing about Zevel hasn't really been strong in these speed weeks, but when he has to be up there when it matters, he is up there.
He's been top 10 all day. It's just he's not been, up there fighting for the lead. So
yeah. Not early in the race, but when it comes down to it, when he needs to be there in that moment, then he's right there.
And I think the damage.
But now he's stuck in the middle.
The damage on most of these cars is not helping them, as most of the clean cars have now started to pull away.
Yeah, we have a 7-car lead pack. Clean 7 cars.
We're gonna monitor the speeds on those damaged cars back there.
Yeah, we don't. Ooh, that 8 just slipped right across the nose of the 47.
Now here comes the 18. We know how he's good at running up front in super speedways. Went
Toyota right behind him.
Yep, true. That's his teammate actually.
Ooh.
Oh, and he's gonna leave him out. We've seen teammates, work together to be up at the front. We've seen teammates wreck each other too.
Yeah, you see what Zach did. He pulled out, lost momentum, and that's allowing the 1 to try and get under him. But the 1 has nobody behind him to try and get him up there.
Outlaw still leads, and I think it's going to be hard to pass him now. Remember last season we saw a mark where, where there was a lot of very little cars in the field. It was very hard to pass the leader, at least.
And you have a little tiny pack of 3 cars back there that I think are fast enough to catch this pack of 7, but they're not working together well,
Oh, yeah.
and I don't think they're going to catch them now. At least not for another 5 or so laps.
I think Josh's going to get clear right here, and he's going to. We'll see if he's going to be able to haul these guys in. As for these guys, nickname is way off the pace.
Get this guy out of here.
Get that thing off the road. That's the real thing. Yeah, he's nowhere near the thing. He's nowhere near the limit. And
3 wide for the lead.
3 wide for the lead now. Here comes Truexpan trying to win this duel and start P3 in the Fantona 500.
We got 3, sort of multi-season veterans right here, duking it out for the lead.
Loses the lead, and he's going to give it up to Truexpan.
Yeah, he's going to be sent right to the back because the 25's under him now. Maybe not.
24 actually has a chance to catch this bag now. You see the 74 also hanging in his draft. Same with the 15 and all these other guys. Oh boy,
yeah,
but Sean, I don't know if that's the same story for him and the 28.
I saw I saw somebody back there going super slow. Might have been the 2. Oh, maybe not.
We're ahead of them.
He's going fine. Ooh, that 25. He is getting a big run up the middle.
He's going to push the 56, and now I think he's going to push the 18 because now the 68 is going to force his teammate to the middle.
I think now that we have a lot less cars, I think it's going to be a lot harder for a wreck to happen. Unless somebody pages the field, which very possible with all these slow cars on the road.
They're going to be out of the race if they go really slow. And this lap, I'll actually start to see what the leader speed is compared to the slower cars. But looks like the 24 and the 74 have caught up to this pack. As for the 15, he's kind of struggling still, along with the 35. But here's the trap speed down the backstretch for Truexpan, 202, 203 miles an hour. Kenny these guys are way over. Patrick is just a mile an hour over. And these guys, the 91 and the 2 are under. Sean is right there. We're at the C. Let's give it another lap.
You know what I think? If they're on the cusp, just leave them in. If this lead pack can't get past them, I don't think that's necessarily our problem. And as we say that, look who goes 3 wide. It's the 47. 3 wide on the 8 and the 68. Going to pull that inside line right up because they went down there to block the advances of the 47.
Coming near 10 to go.
The 1 did not go with the 18 that time. He's going to try and take the lead for himself.
Now let's see these leaders' trap speeds yet again. We're looking at the 18 right now. Leading car on the top, 201, 202. Yes, 202. You can see the speeds at the top on the top of the screen. And looking back here, 191. Yeah, these guys are still below. Yeah, I think Kyle, I don't know about you, but I think these 5 cars right here are going to get DQ'd.
Yeah, well, sucks for them, I guess. Especially the front row sitter. That means whoever wins Duel 2 is going to start on the outside row. I believe.
Well, no, whoever if Sean gets DQ'd and they hit 203 right here. Oh, Kenyon and Barney are really close. Patrick's still under.
They're over now.
No, because they hit 203 into 3, and the 91, the 2 are still under. Let's see. Sean. Yeah, Sean's still under by a mile an hour.
Still 3 wide up here, too. Crazy racing.
And Dudes has the lead.
He still has the lead. He fought off the advance of the one who tried to pass him. So this 18 showing some strength right here.
I don't know. The speeds are kind of inconsistent. Like, see right here, he's just barely breaking 202, so we'll keep him in for right now.
Yeah, I think the lappers are close enough to the 10-mile-an-hour limit where, if these guys can't pass them, I don't really have anything to say about it. I
Yeah.
don't think that's the lappers' fault.
But
we made this rule because lappers in the past have blocked both lanes.
yeah,
You'd
and
have
kind
a
of
you'd
it
you'd
ruined
have a
the good racing.
yeah you'd have a pack of like four damaged cars blocking both lanes, causing chaos. Happened in that Shell Daytona race we mentioned earlier. So really, I don't think cars, going close enough to that 10-mile-an-hour limit are going to affect it like that, especially when they're in packs of two.
And we're coming right to the end of this race. Here comes Joquan back to the lead. This man, this car along with the 2 has been strong all race long.
Yeah, but here comes the 8. Who's the 8 going to ally himself with? The 8's been sort of struggling up in the top all
Oh, here
day.
he goes.
Ooh, he's back right to the bottom, but he has no help. The 47 went high.
3 wide for the race lead. Zeville's going to go to the middle and push the 1.
The GM teammate. Looks like a little bit of a GM line was forming back there with Quan, Zeville, and Thunder. Ooh, Zeville side drafting that 8 hard. Ooh, that kind of scared me a little bit.
Yeah.
Ooh, that also
Still
kind of
3
scares me a
wide.
little bit. The 56 trying
Yeah,
to go
peeking.
4 wide. He's looking.
If they wreck again,
really
it would be like the 2020 Clash where there's just like 5 cars left.
Eric Jones wins without
Yeah.
like a with like a hood
That'll be
flying up
Sean.
into his
That'll be
windshield.
Sean. Sean will win with like after being like 10 miles an hour off the pace. That would be really
Crazy.
funny.
Look at this. How Thunder's looking. He's fighting for second. He was in the back of this pack
Yeah,
for a little while. Now the 47
top
leads.
3 wide. But depending
And
on
look,
whether whether the team, if Sean can finish this race, as you see them up in the frame right there, those lappers, if Sean can finish this race, it'll be up to the team, I think, to decide whether he gets a backup car or not.
and look who's back there. The 74 is now caught up to this pack. I don't know if he has enough to start leading this thing anytime soon, but he's drafting up to a lot of these cars, and he doesn't look half bad.
Well, he's been up in this pack just for a little bit.
Yeah, after being caught up in those 2 incidents, I think finishing this race is going to be a success for that team at this point. Seems like the racing gods have something out for him.
Yeah. But here's those lappers on the backstretch.
Ooh, I'm kind of scared now.
203, 204 for Zeville.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Oh, they're 4 wide right here.
uh-oh. It's the 25 again.
Oh, no. Well, that was the 1, actually, this time, but
Well, the
they
25
don't
was
sort
in
it
it.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Ooh. I think they need to go.
Yeah.
Now that I'm
Me
looking at it,
too.
they're going slow.
Yeah, they're going really slow. I'm sorry for this, Sean and everybody in the 28.
No.
Oh, looks like Sean won't be getting that front row start. And I'll tell you what, that probably hurt.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. It just they were going a lot slower than they were before.
Yeah,
Really.
and they were too wide right in front of the pack.
Yeah.
That was exactly what I didn't want. Oh, it looks like the 47's getting hung out to dry.
Oh. Now the 8 has got too far out front. Here comes the 68. We're coming to 2 to go here. But look at this
Ooh,
run
I
that
didn't
the
even know we
68
were
has.
that late into the race.
Oh my goodness. And
Oh,
now
the
56 gonna
68's
go
so
to the
wide.
middle.
The 47's helping out that 8 in the top line. That 8's gonna almost clear the
Oh
56. He's
boy.
not gonna do it.
Coming to 2 to go. We're 3 wide for the lead.
Look at this one. This one might be in the catbird seat as the 68 washes up the track.
We have maybe 11 cars in this pack, and we're 3 wide for the lead with 2 to go. I mean, there's
Ooh,
4 lappers up there, but I don't think we're going to catch them by the time we finish this race.
who's more organized? That bottom lane has 3 cars. They're right on each other's bumper, but the 68 is washing up. They might look 4 wide.
Oh boy. Well, the 56 is going to slide in front of the 8. He
And
does.
the 68's going to slide in front of the 25.
56
It's going to
gonna
give
go
the
for
1
the
the opportunity.
This is for the pole position, by the way.
Ooh, 56 and 8. That might
Just remember this.
be a dangerous
Oh
combo up
boy.
there.
Here they come off of turn 4, getting ready to take the
Great.
white flag.
Ooh, 3 wide.
Look at this. 3 cars on the inside, 3 cars on the
Oh,
outside, 2
56.
in the middle. Here we go. White flag in the air. Next flag will end it.
56 led the white flag lap. I don't know if that's going to be the case for the checkered, though.
Oh boy. Oh, Zeb will dip
47 to
down.
back.
That's going to make him lose momentum. Here they come racing off turn 4. Zach's going to block the top.
That's going to give the 1
That
the
should do it right
opportunity.
there. Let's see,
He's
does the
so
1 have a
clear.
big enough run? No,
He
I think
blocks
that's
the
it.
1.
And Zach, through turns 3 and 4, this is for the pole position in the Fantona 500. Off of turn 4, coming to the end of Duel 1. It's going to be the 68 leading him to the line, and Zach will win Duel 1.
Wow. So I
In
hope that
dramatic fashion.
all I'm
Go
going to
ahead.
say is I hope that was the crazy duel, because if this was the calm duel, we're in for a night. There's always a crazy one and a calm one.
Yeah.
Congratulations to that 68 team.
Oh, yeah.
They that was something.
What a finish. I'm telling you.
Ooh.
That was crazy. Oh, and remember, we still got a whole nother duel to go.
Yeah, then that one's gonna be interesting because I don't know how to explain it. It's gonna have a whole different atmosphere.
Oh, yeah. We're going into the nighttime, too.
Are you gonna post?
What'd you say?
Are you gonna post the duel results like right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. That was something. That was something to remember. That's what it was. It took an hour to finish this race, by the way. Wait, no. Actually, I made a mistake. Nope. This is not for the pole position in the 500. This is for P2. Well, the winner, Zach, the winner, is going to start P2. And everyone else is going to be on the inside line. Well, from second on back, that sorts out the inside line, but Zach will be starting P2. The pole sitter is Landon, Sean's teammate. And Yeah, if Landon wrecks, then that's when we'll have a new pole sitter. So my mistake there. But yeah, we'll go NASCAR fan. Do you have like a screen that like has like a "we'll be right back" thing on it?
I'm holding the results up right now. I'm just putting the results.
All right, can you just cut the audio for a sec?
Yep.
and everyone can see the stream, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, we're back. This time it's the Duel 2 drivers. We saw how crazy that Duel 1 was and how many plot twists it had to that. And I think this duel is going to be equally as good. But we also have a new guest in this booth. True Fan is here with us.
After his duel.
I was taking a nap. That's why I missed Duel 1.
Yeah,
And
there's go ahead, Thunder.
well, I was just gonna say, True Fan, you weren't taking a nap. You were racing.
Yeah.
Oh, my fault.
But anyway, Kyle.
Yeah, I was about to say there's a lot of heavy hitters in this field. That's why I think it's going to be one of the great ones. Mark's in this field, and the 88 of Gaming Freaks in this field. That's two Outlaw Mark cars. And I think, judging by the 8's performance in Duel 1, they're going to be the ones to watch.
And where's Landon? We have Landon in this field also, who is on pole unofficially, but try not to suffer the same fate that his teammate had in Duel 1 just now.
And we have our Season 7 and Season 8 champions in this field together. That's going to be really interesting to watch.
And you also got former Fantona 500 winner Moff in this field as well.
Yeah,
But,
he was close to the title last season as well, so he's going to be a strong contender here today.
And it's so weird seeing him in a GMS font because remember, he's not driving for his own team anymore. He's driving for Michael Cormetis Racing, who kind of had that disaster class in Duel 1 with the 24 wrecking everybody. But nonetheless,
it's okay. I think we're going to see more of that. And I don't think it's going to be just Mikey Cormetis Racing cars doing it this time. I think it's going to be everyone. I think every single team is going to be affected by 4 wide once these duels are over.
But Moth and Legends on MKR, I think they're expected to be, the flagship drivers, the leaders of the team.
Yeah, every team has flagships and leaders expected to lead the rest. They're expected to win the titles in all the races and teach the other drivers who maybe aren't up to that level.
We're watching one right here. That's the 77 Jessica.
Yeah, we saw some of her rookie teammates and sophomore teammates have some really bad incidents in the duel just before this. So, she's going to show them how it's done, hopefully.
All right, we'll go to the star of the race now. And since Truex fan has awoken, he can do our starting lineup now.
Indeed, I have. Give me 1 second. Okay, so starting up front, looking to for the Fantona 500 is the 63 of Landon, and to his outside in his Cup Series return is the 26 of Byron Fan. Haven't said that name in a while. And row number 2 will be the 71 of BP on his new team, and the 22 of Slicks Flame, one of the 3 rookies in the field. Well, the full Cup field, not whatever. Then row 3 is the 88 of Gaming Freak, one of the Outlaw Mark cars, one to watch tonight, arguably, and the 92 of Pendre McHerald. Next will be the 37 of Brandon Beal and the 12 of Ryan. And it is the 78 of Quad Kid Boy, the Season 7 champion, and the 55 of Byrne, still looking for that first Cup win. And it is the 19 of Ebenezer and the 87 of Nikki. And Max Molina, the 65, embarking on his first full Cup season, and the 10 of Kyle in his Cup return. And behind them is defending champion Jessica in the 77 and Lynn in the 32, both the Pontiac, some of the Pontiac cars. And then the three-peat Mark there towards the back, not towards the back, three-peat Mark in the 3, along with Arthur in the 23. And then towards the back is the 81 of Pavo and then 75 of Moff. And rounding it out, still another driver still looking for their first win, 45 of Quadruped.
Yeah, I think the objective for the 63 is just to simply survive this race.
You know, his teammate sure didn't.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
But, Land's the pole sitter, so he really can't crash this race.
Imagine if all the front row wrecks out. I've never seen that before.
That would be very unfortunate for OMRR, who are heading into this weekend with such momentum. But, obviously, Rex in Duel 1 caused Sean to have to go to a backup car. So he'll be starting at the rear.
Don't worry. This has to be the calm duel.
Oh, you think so?
Oh,
We might just be getting started. We'll see.
I hope not.
As the 63 will lead us to the field.
If I'm taking bets on who's going to make it 4 wide, I'm looking at that 10.
Oh,
to be
yeah,
honest,
of course you are. But speaking of OMRR cars, Landon is the only OMRR car in this race.
That's going to be challenging for a couple of reasons. If you don't have teammates, it's going to be a lot harder to find help and get to the front, and especially if you have a strong car. Someone who's not a teammate is going to be a lot less likely to push you to the lead, knowing that you're going to be the one to beat. So,
well, good news for him is that he doesn't need to be at the front. He only needs to sit around and just survive the race with a clean
but
car.
Thunder, you're forgetting these are race car drivers, and they want to win.
Oh yeah, no matter if it's an exhibition race or not, they'll do anything.
Pace car is going to come in.
Mainly for
You
bragging.
know what that means.
We are about to go racing here at Daytona. Pace car is in. And here we go.
Ooh, 92 makes it 3 wide almost immediately. Thinks better of it, but that's going to kill the momentum on the outside. But that inside is not organized right now.
See, already fanning out 92, then goes, he went but dropped back in line, then went 3 wide. But Landon's now out front as the top two have cleared the field.
Looks like Ryan is going to go with the 92 instead of his teammate.
There's something I noticed in this duel. There's more rookies in this duel than there were in the last one. So that means most likely more rookie mistakes.
No, there's not.
There isn't? I could have sworn I saw 2 rookie strikes.
Because the 74 and the 35 were in the last duel. There's only 3 rookies.
Never mind, I'm blind. But look at this. They're 3 wide from around 5th on back.
Why do you think that they were the cause of 2 cautions?
That's true. I'm surprised that in the first duel then that they looking at their line, and that's given the top 3 a lot of goes to the bottom.
Boy, these speeds and
speed. Driving good in this weather.
But either way, Landon still has a big lead out front. See the 78 getting a little bit of a run. Landon trying to block every single lane. Still
Here
is
comes the 19.
laps. Yeah, 19. I think he's going to try to help his teammate.
I don't know. We saw a couple of teammate duos fall apart in Duel 1. Oh, just like right now, maybe? And the 19 tried to stick it in there, but didn't have enough momentum. I think he might now.
Yeah, Landon's actually doing an amazing job of pulling all these lanes.
Yeah, Landon is controlling the lanes very well. Better than I've seen anyone do it in Duel 1. But he's going up high now. I don't know if that's the right call, considering the 78 has a huge run.
Well, I think he's giving the other lanes draft, but that's not going to matter because here comes the 78. But
yeah,
I know I get the idea of what Landon was trying.
Through wide for the lead again. Looking for wide.
19 going to the point.
Right when I go use the bathroom, everything screws up.
What's going on?
I went and used the bathroom, and then I came back and I noticed the stream was frozen on my end, and then I disconnected from the call, and then, but I'm back now. We're back. We're Brock.
Okay. Anyways.
19.
That bottom lane. That bottom lane has some stacked power under it. You know, I'm looking at the 3 right there. He's trying to make his way to the front. I think that bottom lane could for wide.
It's not good.
They're gonna die.
And if you're Landon, you are kind of just not.
Why is it always teammates doing it to each other? 19 and 78 are in it.
Oh boy.
Ooh, this isn't gonna work, boys.
Oh, I don't think it is either.
They're giving each other more room than they did in Duel 1, at least.
I don't know how long that'll last, though.
Nope, the 78's gonna hook him. Look at that. The 78 moved down a little bit. Oh,
the 19's gonna. I think the 19's gonna clear the 65. Hopefully, please clear him. Please clear him, 19.
Yeah, thank God. He is.
No,
he's not.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not.
Oh, we're still 4 wide. Oh, this is not
gonna go.
through.
Beal's gonna back out of it.
Beal hit the wall.
Out of it. I think. No, he didn't hit the wall, but he's gonna back out of it. That was a smart move and heads-up decision by the 37 there.
That's gonna give the 19 the lead, I think, at least for a little bit.
That was on Max Molina for almost killing the field there.
Yeah, but 19's going to take the lead a little bit from that. He's going to capitalize a little bit. Looks like Jessica's going to try it too. Oh.
Oh boy. Oh, 19's going to go up to block the outside line.
Oh, thank goodness. That's going to give the duo of the 77 and the 3 a big run on the bottom. If the 65 doesn't block it here.
Oh, 19 is clear and out front. Lead the 3. You know, we obviously know that the 3 is good at super speedways. One of the best of super speedway drivers there are. And it's no surprise that he's up already up in the front on just lap 9 from the very back.
Yeah, we knew he was going to be strong from the get-go. And it's
commanding lead, sorry.
Sorry. But this 19 here he's out way in front. He's going to get these drivers bearing down on him quickly. And I don't think you want to be that far out in front. Because look at this.
Oh, you don't.
The 12 and the 65 are going to get huge runs. In fact, the 12's looking right now. He's trying to find a way. And look who else is coming.
Way up the racetrack. That's going to slow that very outside line up. But look at the 12. He's going to go for the lead. And yeah, you're right, Kyle. These cars are driving very good compared to what they were in Duel 1.
Jessica moved up to that middle line. I don't know if that was the right choice. The middle line seems to be good if you want to drive up to the leader, but I haven't seen many people actually make a pass for the lead from that middle line just yet.
And that outside has got a huge push right now. Ebenezer trying to clear the 12. He's just not clear yet. Couldn't quite get cleared, but he's going to have some momentum off the corner, I believe. Oh, look at this. Look who's in.
Outside lane momentum really stalled out, I will say.
The 3 of Mark trying to three-peat in this, trying to three-peat the Fantona 500, get 3 wins in a row. He's already showing his speed, trying to go up to the lead now.
But look at the 45. The 45's looking low. 45 hasn't won yet. He's had a really good season last season. Should have won at least 3 races.
Yeah.
But, unfortunately, circumstances made sure that didn't happen. But he's hungry, and that can occasionally lead to desperation. So if they go 4 wide, I wouldn't be surprised.
Quad, I feel like his most heartbreaking loss was at Kansas when he got passed for the lead, but with 2 to go by Outlaw. And what makes it really sting was Outlaw didn't proceeded to miss the chase. Meanwhile, Quad, he made the chase and was actually in contention for the championship in the final race.
Still looking way down low. Maybe trying to get air to that car, cool it down a little bit. If you stay behind a car for so long, your temps start to go up, and that can occasionally cause your car to explode.
Kaboom.
So, looking for air. Trying to cool off that engine.
See everybody stacked 3 by 3 now. Looks like Mark kind of got slowed up on the inside. I think this might allow the 12 to clear, Mark gets momentum.
I'll tell you what, this middle lane actually has maintained better than I thought it would. After falling back a little bit, the 12 went up there, and now he's going to potentially lead this upcoming lap. In fact, he's clear of the bottom lane.
He is clear of the bottom lane, and he is going to take it. And now the 12 is out front. But for how much longer? Because he's gonna have to block those other lanes. Now I think we might get. Oh, look at the run by the 19. Who's gonna steal at the line? I think it's gonna be the 12 leading that lap. By how much was that? That was 3 1,000ths of a second. Imagine if we got a margin of that finish.
Well, now the 3's ahead. You don't want to give him the full control of the lanes, or else he's going to manage them perfectly.
I don't think a single time in this race we have gone under 200 miles an hour.
Well, that is until somebody wrecks the field and they start pacing. But surprisingly, they've been... they've been pretty well behaved, all things considered. Still 3 wide throughout the field. This is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, compared to the first duel, it looks like to be the calm duel, but unless we, get a huge wreck with how high these speeds are compared to Duel 1, then, that's when stuff will get crazy.
12 side drafting the 19 a little bit. That's a little bit scary considering, those are 2 drivers with potentially not as much experience on these super speedways in the cup cars. And, when you put these younger drivers in a brand new car, they might not, expect.
Oh, and there's the 4 wide.
4 wide.
To the bottom. We were watching it for multiple laps.
I told you, desperation.
Right,
I think Quadruped might fall behind the 3. Here's the end of turn 3. He will.
Yeah, Mark's. Oh, no, they don't.
Oh, Jessica's doing the right thing, letting off, trying to let him in, but I don't think...
Near the halfway point, And we are, oh my goodness, off of the Mark was
Ooh,
hooked at 12 off
nah.
of turn 4.
That's
But
gonna.
they have gotten it 3 wide.
Ooh, that was so scary, and you
That
see
was
how
very
that
close.
killed the inside lane.
Well, Mark's still fighting. He is not done fighting on this inside line. He's got the nose ahead off of turn 2.
Oh, that's a strong car. But look at Quad. He might do it again.
Oh, yeah.
He's peeking.
Oh, this is going to kill the momentum on the inside, and now Mark is not going to be there in turn 3. Let's see. No, maybe he is. Yes, he is there. Somehow.
That
He's just
middle
dying.
line somehow got disconnected. It was the middle line that suffered the most of all from that.
I'll tell you what. That was a very close call.
So that's 2 instances of 4 wide, and
Oh, there it is again.
Oh no.
Quad is
I was
not making
about to say 0 instances of Rex, but that's about to change, I feel.
He's
I'm gonna
trying to
jinx
kill the
it.
3. Oh, and he's
they're
almost
touching.
get hooked.
They're all 3 of them.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this 45 is trying to do some
Oh
stuff.
my goodness. Oh yeah. I think Mark is just begging for a new pusher. Well, I don't think it's going to happen now because the 19 is now back.
I think the 45's rationale is that he has a teammate behind him, so if he gets 4 wide, he could
12 blocks
get
the
pushed
3.
right by.
No, we're at 3 wide for now, and now the 45 is going to push the 3 up the track. Now the 12, I think, will clear the field.
Yeah, Mark wants to go back to being pushed by Jessica. You know, she's not as aggressive as Quad, at least not in this race.
Ebenezer
And they've
back up
worked
to the top, looking for some momentum. The middle is falling back. Here comes the inside line, though, with a massive run.
Oh, that's crazy. And now the 23 might go 4 wide.
Oh my goodness. On a teammate? I mean, we've seen teammates wreck each other multiple times. We saw the JVR cars wreck each other, the Almost Rebels racing cars wreck each other. It could happen to the 23-7 cars next in just two dual races.
And they're right around their Alliance teammates too.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
This is Daytona, folks.
Well, this is Fanta Daytona.
Daytona, yeah. You know, in real life, these cars would never be going at these speeds.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna say, Kyle, as you mentioned at the end of the last duel, you were saying, was this the calm duel, or was this the not calm duel? And I think we found our answer.
This is a mix of the two. They haven't wrecked, but they certainly aren't calm.
It's not a calm green flag run, that's for sure.
It's only lap 22.
It's the crazy duel without the wrecks. Let's put it that way.
Well,
You know, I'm just surprised that they haven't wrecked every
we
time
still
they
have
went
30
force.
laps.
And if you're the pole sitter, Landon, you were just trying to survive, and right now he's not in a great spot. You know.
Yeah, he's in the
cars
top.
behind
You can't avoid wrecks when you're in the top. You have to just commit. If you're in the middle or the bottom, you know, it's a lot easier to avoid a wreck than if you're on the top, you know, because there's a wall to your right and wrecking cars to your left.
Look into the 19. He just gets such a huge run off the top, and now here comes the 45. The 12 is going to block the outside line. That's going to open the door for Mark. Mark might go through the middle.
He will.
Man, that
Mark finally found a new pusher.
Yeah, that's the 77. Still a Pontiac, but I think a smarter one in this race at least.
Yeah, those two have been working together at the beginning of the race. They were working together to get to the front on the bottom, and you know, when Mark abandoned Quad, he went straight to Jessica again. He knows she's a good pusher because they were pushing each other at the beginning of the race, and that's just something you got to know. You got to know who's good at pushing, who do you want to avoid, and that's all stuff applicable not only to this
Four
race.
wide.
Oh,
here comes the 23. That's going to send him 4 wide. It might all come undone here.
Will the 77 abandon Mark? I don't think she's made a decision yet on that. She's going with Mark.
Almost making contact. They are still 4 wide in turn 3. Oh my goodness.
This isn't going to work.
They are still there.
We might see the big one here.
For a
We
second
might
there.
we might see the big one here.
Jessica is pushing Mark
If the
too.
12
Oh,
doesn't, oh yeah, we might see the big one.
phew.
Oh no,
Jessica's-
the 45
No, we're
cleared.
not.
I found that weird. Jessica was full on pushing Mark during that 4 wide situation, and that could easily cause a wreck because you could hook Mark into the 45.
Man, I swear these
So
3.7 Pontiacs have had it out for that 3 car.
look at now.
Oh,
Now
and he's
the
gonna get
45 just
blocked by
blocked
the
the
4.
3.
Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah.
block him. I think Mark's patience has to be running at least a little bit low. And he's
For a
gonna try to go
second
3
there.
wide, and he gets blocked again. Oh my goodness, that was
Oh,
almost.
that's going to kill the middle line.
Did you see that?
That was crazy.
I think we need to take another replay of that. That was crazy. I've never seen a block like that. And that almost hooked the 45 into the field.
I wonder what that looked like from above, to be honest.
Oh my goodness.
As I was trying to say, for a second there, when they went 4 wide, it actively looked like that 45 was gonna clear himself.
So we're halfway. Look at Moff on this inside. Oh, he's gonna get shoved 4 wide.
Oh,
By
God.
the 81. Those are 2 Chevys working together. Can they hold
boy.
it? There's a bit of floor banging in this. They're gonna hold it.
Oh, come on. Okay.
And that just killed the middle line even more.
Jessica did the right thing. She let the 75 in.
That's
And
also coming from a very experienced driver, knowing what she's doing.
And that's something interesting. Jessica in season 7 wouldn't have done that. But Jessica in season 9, she's a 2-time champ. She knows she doesn't have to be that aggressive. She did it. She let off. And now she's going to the back, but she knows she can live another day and make those spots up.
And here comes the 3. The 45 is doing everything to keep him behind him. This entire race, but Mark is having none of it as he goes to the lead.
Now the 45 is driving like season 7 Jessica. And the 3 wants nothing to do with that.
Look at the run this inside line got, though. Moff is getting a massive push from the 81.
The 3 is coming down to potentially get help from them.
And here comes the 75 of Moff for the race lead.
Was one of 3 championship contenders last year, had just didn't have the speed at Homestead that the 77 brought, and a little bit heartbreaking for that team, but you know what can fix that? Fantona 500 win.
Oh yeah, looking for a second Fantona 500 win. That would tie him and Mark. That would tie him and Mark for most Fantona 500 wins ever.
Oh, this 45 though.
Oh yeah, he's very scary, and the top 2 is very scary in general because they've gotten very close to wrecking each other multiple times in the same race.
Mark's probably not too happy with the 45, and the 45 is just there like, I want to win this race. Just leave me be.
I don't think neither of them are happy with each other. And look at who has a front row seat for it. The 75 is going to go to the inside and help his Chevy teammate.
All of these people have seen what the 45 was doing, and they don't really want to help the 45. Maybe the 23, but not many others.
Oh, 23 is actually going to go up and help his teammate, like you just said. But where does Moff go? Moff's going to stay right where he is. And that outside line is getting very organized. Look at how many cars are up there.
That middle line died out. I'll tell you what.
2 by 2, and yeah, Jessica is the only one in the middle line right now. Now they go to the middle. And back up top, here comes Moff for the lead with a push from Pavo.
That's going to screw Mark if he gets stuck in the middle. The sucker hole.
This could, well, now he's got push from the 12.
The 12 abandoned that high lane. The 12 was very committed to that high line until just now. That's really surprising to me.
One bad move could, end this entire field. You see Holstetter Landon just sitting in the back, and I think that's the only right decision for him right now.
As we are approaching 20 laps to go.
Yep, and right now we just hit 20 to go.
3 led that lap. Now the 45's ahead in the turn 1. And now the 3's ahead in the middle of turn 1. This is crazy.
Could Here's something.
Will the
Could
3 try to block the 45? He's going to try, but the 45's there. They are 4 wide almost.
Oh,
No.
oh my. Why?
And the 3's going to clear the pack. The 3's going to clear the 75, and he's going to clear all 3 lanes. Until that might be until the 75 gets to the inside.
And the 45's on the
45
outside.
just had a massive run off the top. Now they're side by side.
He got real loose when the 3 went up there and packed air on him. You saw him wiggle a little bit.
Man, this is peak. I'm telling you.
Oh my gosh.
3 by 3, the same 3 guys who have been up front fighting for all they've got for the last, 10 laps or so.
And there's been no wreck. How?
We've gotten close. We've gotten very, very close. And if we get that close again, there's going to be a tipping point eventually. It just has to happen. And Moff loses momentum, and now he's going to fall behind the 3.
I don't see how this 45 is going to be beat. It seems like off of the turns he gets that huge run and he leads the 3 into the corners.
And the 45 has cleared the pack now. And he's got a big lead. Now this is where stuff starts to get wild. Now you're going to have the 3 clear everybody. Now you're going to have them have a big run on the 45. And now what do? You're going to have everybody fighting for position everywhere. That could cost 4 wide. It's just crazy. Everyone's fighting for every position that they can.
It's what you got to do in the duel mainly. It's for a starting spot in the Fantona 500, which could mean the difference between wrecking out early and being there in the end.
That is true.
Oh, look at the 12. The 12 did not want to help the 3, and he's going to the inside trying to take it all for himself.
The 12 has been playing second fiddle to a lot of cars in the lanes he's been pushing. I think he's done. I think he wants to lead. And look at the 77.
Oh, my goodness. And you saw in the back, the 10 and the 71 were just kind of lifting off and just, cruising.
That's really interesting to see. The 10 usually isn't one to back off, but I think he's waiting for a wreck.
Oh, and they're 4 wide yet again, and the 12 almost got hooked.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
That
was exactly what I was saying.
75 almost slid up into the 87.
There's cars right here waiting for them to wreck.
And Moff is going backwards on that inside line, along with every other Chevy.
We're going to need a 4 wide counter here.
Right now, it's 4. Four instances. Here comes the 12 looking down on the 3.
Ooh, and we're almost 4 wide triable.
The 3 touched the 45. He almost body slammed him. 45 gets clear because of that, though. And look, it's best buds in the middle lane.
That 45's holding holding the lead hostage here as the 3, the 2 in a row. I'm pretty sure he went 2 in a row. I'm kind of stupid. Mark behind him.
Now they're both clear.
Yeah, they're tandeming right now, but I don't think this 3 wants anything to do with this 485. These have been the dominant cars of the night in this duel.
The 3's playing the 45 like a fiddle. Get them all the way out there.
Here we go.
Pass them, and let the 45 disrupt the 3 behind.
Oh, but the 45's going to have momentum. That was a bad spot to pass them right there, I think.
That was really bad. Mm-hmm.
And now here comes the 12. He's going to dish the 3 yet again. And look at who's pushing them. The 19. They have a huge head of steam. And that's gonna send Mark back a lot.
And that's gonna help people like Jessica down there on the bottom lane.
As we're coming near 10 to go, it is getting only crazier and crazier from here.
Yeah.
Telling you, this 12 is, he's a sleeper pick right here. I think he could win this race very easily.
Boy, you talking about Mark, how he's just running up front, battling with the 45. Now he's getting sent back on the outside. Here comes the 12, trying to take the race lead. Look at these other guys. They're going to have a huge run.
Mark looked at 4 wide.
Oh, yeah, he did. He did.
He said if the 45 is going to do it,
Look at the 19. 19 is right there waiting to pounce to make it 3 wide. They are 2 wide right now. But look at the 19. He's not wasting any time. Here he goes. Mark's going to block the middle lane.
Oh, this bottom lane has a
Look
huge
at Jessica.
right here.
This is a great race.
Oh, my goodness. We need this in the 500. We really
We're gonna
do.
have
Great race.
20 more cars in the back.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like that bottom lane just doesn't have the momentum right now. Jessica needs to push hard.
Oh, gosh.
I'm telling you, I don't know why this 10 is sticking back there. I don't think there's going to be a wreck anytime soon.
Oh, I mean, I'm betting against that, honestly.
I wouldn't put past the driver.
I don't think that's the right strategy to just sit back there and wait for one to happen because it hasn't happened yet.
For your pole sitter, Landon, I'm sure it is though. he's just been sitting back there this whole time.
The bottom lane's falling out of style again.
Man, if we get a wreck here, it's gonna be big. And I'm not joking about that either. It's gonna be big.
Massive. Not only for cars involved, but
here we go.
for implications.
Right here, look at Jessica.
Oh boy.
She's gonna lift. Look at Arthur on the outside. Look at the run that he got.
45 goes up the block.
Oh, the 12 got shoved in the middle.
That 77's pushing hard.
The 19 is on the inside.
Run.
Now here's the 12, almost clear of the pack. You have 10 to go in the race.
Anyone in this top 7 can win it.
We are hitting 209 miles an hour to turn 3.
Anyone in these first 3 rows can win it. I'm telling you.
They are going as 100% as they can. Oh, here's Jessica. They are 4 wide.
Oh boy.
The 19 slipped up a little bit, but Jessica cut him some slack again.
Yep. And he's got the run. He's going to go 3 wide for the lead.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
But he's on the inside. He has no momentum. Quadruped is just not giving up. He is just hanging right there. Mark is back in this fight as well. Is he going to go 3 wide at 12 if he gets clear the 19? No, he's not clear yet.
He's not clear.
That's going to give the 19 another run as the 3 falls back to the 87.
If the 12 slides in front of the 45 eventually, this could open the pole for the 3. Here comes the 40. What a run!
Oh, I definitely think the 19 has speed. He just can't get the momentum built up. But never mind. Here he comes. He's going to be on the inside.
Jessica's trying her best to get him clear because she wants to lead that line and get clear herself to try and go for the lead.
They are equal, 3 wide down the back straightaway. I don't think it can get any better than this. It is a dead heat for the top spot in Daytona. We're coming to 5 laps to go. If we get a wreck here, we could possibly be sent into overtime.
Those 23-7 cars are locked together. I think they're going to be hard to beat.
You know, 12 is doing everything in his power. Doing everything in his power to try and get clear of the 45. Oh, you see, Mark went through the middle right there. This could be the opening.
Momentum.
This could be the opening for the 12 to get up. No, he's not clear still. That run off the top for Quadruped was just too strong. And now here comes the inside line trying to fight back.
These Pontiacs are good pushers, it seems. The 23 is really good at pushing the 45. The 77 is insanely good at pushing the 19.
Everyone is on the edge of their seats. Look at the 12 block the 19.
The 45 goes
What
down
a
to side
block.
draft to 12.
It is just side by side, the 45, and here comes the 19. I don't think he's not gonna have a huge run on the exit. He's been trying to do everything he can in that inside, but it's just not going his way.
Just doesn't have the momentum.
This 3 might get clear here. Not yet.
What a battle.
If this goes the route we're going, it's gonna be a close bit. We're gonna either wad him up and send it to overtime, or it's gonna be one heck of a finish. Quadruped is almost clear.
5 laps to go.
Clear the 12 as we have 5 laps remaining.
He's going back up to get help from his teammate.
I think if he just holds it like this, he's gonna be clear off the corner. Now Mark is kind of off the 12.
That's gonna help the 19.
This could help the 45 clear him.
Well, they're both pushing.
Oh, Mark is just stuck in the middle. He's just boxed in. He can't clear the 19. It's been like this for multiple laps on end.
And this 12 is doing everything he can to keep the 19 next to the 3.
Oh, we see Jessica 4 wide. Is this going to be the sport ender?
Whoa.
And there they go.
This is going to be the sport ender.
There they come. Oh, the 19's on the apron. They are 4 wide. They save it.
What a save.
They save it, but they are 4 wide. The 75 in the middle.
Oh,
they are
making
contact.
They're contact. Oh
they
my goodness.
It. Oh my gosh.
That's going to kill the momentum, but they're still in the fight.
Look at the 23. The 23 right behind the 45 coming to 3 to go.
Oh, that's
3 more times around.
That leaves the 45 very vulnerable right here if they go single file.
Yep, now they're starting to get form back up. They only have 3 more laps to do something about it.
This 45 is way ahead. They're gonna get a huge run.
Oh, but the 12's going to the inside. But the 23 is gonna get clear. Look at these guys with the pack. They're gonna get a huge run. They reformed the pack.
This is gonna be massive.
Look at the 3.
23-7 are showing people how to be team. Oh, never mind.
Here comes the 23.
The dominant car of the day is going to get shuffled out.
And the 12, where's he going to go? He's going to go 3 wide. Huge run for the inside. Here they come. 2 laps to go.
Right back.
Will it be the dominant car of the day in the 45?
This massive, he's going to clear the field.
And look at Mark. Mark's in
the
3. He's got to block the 23.
37 in tow. 37's going to go for it.
This is unbelievable. Here they come. The 12 leads.
The white flag's going to be in the air.
Here we go. We have got caution free. The 3 is clear. Coming to the white flag. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. Next flag will end the race. Here comes the 3 of Mark.
What's he going to do? Is he going to go to the inside, or is he going to stick with the 12 until turn 4?
I think it's going to be a move into turn 3.
Well,
that's his last chance to do anything.
Mark needs someone to
down the backstretch.
Here they come. Final time. Down the backstretch.
He needs to make his move right now.
Yo, that 87 is waiting to pounce. Here they come. Off of turn 4. Here comes the 3. They're going to be side by side. Down to the wire. Here comes the 87. It's not going to be enough. Who's it going to be? It's going to be the 12. Ryan wins at Daytona. Oh my gosh. Can you believe what you just saw?
I'm speechless. That is, Mark did everything right there. He just didn't have
What a race.
the help he needed. And that 12, what an utterly great performance from him.
Oh my
What a
god.
race that was.
And the 45 is going to finish 5th in this race after dominating, to say the least, once again.
200ths of a
And
second was the difference.
Ebenezer, after nearly nuking the field, finishes 12th. But how did they not? Mainly, how did they not wreck on the
Yeah,
backstretch?
how did we go caution free this whole time?
I have no
Well,
clue.
either way, I think Landon's breathing a sigh of relief because he gets to fight another day and start on the pole.
It seems like the 10 strategy did not pay off.
Oh my gosh! I can't believe this. I haven't been this excited over a finish like that in such a long time, and it almost happened right here. The 19 to 70. I thought they were gonna wreck right here.
I did
But no,
too. Upon re-entry.
the 19 gets back on the track. They save it. There's
Killed
basically
us,
no
honestly.
contact. We're 4 wide, 75 in the middle. They're making contact. They're almost turning each other for about half the time, and then they lose so much momentum. And that gives the pack all strung out.
That is insane.
Oh my goodness.
And then the
And then-
finish.
And then you see the teammates are right there, but this is where the 12, is in prime position. Just look at this run that he gets with the 3 behind him. You see the 3, he's gonna get blocked. He's gonna get blocked by the 12. Actually, no, he goes to help the 12.
And
Then
I'll
the
tell you
leader is
what,
side by side, and then look at this run by the 12. He's gonna go full send to the apron, going for the lead with 2 to go.
the 3 was rooting against those two 23-7 cars after the
That's true.
shenanigans they've been pulling all race. That's why he went with the 12.
That was just, man.
Incredible.
I can't believe what I just saw. And that was only 21 cars in this field. That might be the greatest finish. Might be the greatest dual race to ever happen.
Maybe.
Just watch the 12. Watch this run that he gets. They're side by side, slowing each other down. Full send to the apron. Past two 23-7 cars. And I think that's ultimately what gave him the win right there.
Man,
That was just a
this makes me
textbook
so excited.
super speedway move that just absolutely got him the win. That was just unbelievable. And I don't usually scream my lungs off in the booth every time. Well, unless we get amazing finishes like this. Oh my goodness.
I genuinely thought Mark had it off of 4 when he made that move. I did not expect the 12 to have that boost of momentum from the high lane. What awesome racing.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
If we see this in the 500, it's going to be a very good race. I'm telling you.
Man.
I mean, you can't ask for a better finish than that, really. Full send to the apron. The 12 was not lifting out of the gas.
Why
And
would you, honestly?
Penske had a bit of a rough season last season. This is the way to snap out of it.
Oh my gosh.
That's what Daytona will do for you.
We've still got tons of racing left to go. We obviously have the Shell series on Friday that has brought some amazing Daytona finishes before.
And some of the guys in these duels will be in the shell race due to new rules on Cup drivers doing a certain amount of shell races a year. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they interact with, new drivers or people Shell series regulars.
Yeah.
Man, how did they not? Heck,
I gotta look at these weather things because
this is what we need.
this is what we need to that brought some amazing racing.
This is exactly what we need. Okay, I guess we could do interviews.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll have a lot of people dipped.
I don't know, have they?
There's only 3 in the audience, but
Quad wants to speak.
oh yeah.
We'll let him speak.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Hello. So you were the dominant car of the day, obviously. How do you feel about getting shuffled out like that by Mark at the end there?
Well, it is what it is. Super speedway racing comes with your drafting partners, your blocking partners, and we race really heavily against that 3 car. We know he's strong at these super speedways. I mean, he won the last 2 Fantona 500s, so he always comes with a strong car here. We just had to race him hard. It's just tough love, I suppose.
Do you expect?
Yeah,
Do you expect
I
four
can't really
wide?
blame him there.
Do you expect 4 wide to be working here at Daytona? You seem to have, tried to do that quite a bit.
Did you say that again?
Do you think 4 wide is going to be able to work here at Daytona under these weather conditions? You seem
Ooh.
to try and go 4 wide quite a bit.
It works. I don't know if it's these new cars. I don't know if it's just the weather for tonight, but 4 wide actually it's workable. You saw Ebenezer and Jessica get mixed up a little bit, but it almost worked for me those few times. It might actually work. There might actually be some 4 wide passes here. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens.
All right. Well, I hope you have a good Fantona 500. You certainly have a decent starting spot for it.
Oh yeah.
So good luck and have a nice time. Until then.
Yes, thank you.
I am I'm unapologetically asking for an interview as if I was in the infield watching this.
Oh goodness. All right. All right.
No.
So Mr. Thunder, you were in Duel 1. So how do you feel about this package and how it's racing?
I mean, Duel 1 was, just I mean, it wasn't as crazy as this duel was. We didn't get many green flag runs, such like this duel had. This duel went completely green, and I gotta tell you, that might have been some of the best racing, I've ever watched. I wish. So I mean, I don't want my car getting wrecked, but I wish I was out there, racing with those guys because that might have been the most crazy experience that those drivers must have felt. And I was watching my own car, the 75. I was watching him. I was just anxious that he almost got wrecked in that whole 4 wide skirmish right there. That was insane. The 26 too, when you have both your cars in the field like this, it can get very it gets very, what's the word here? It gets very frightening to watch your cars have close calls. Obviously, yeah, the 5 and the 24 are gonna probably need backups. I think the 24 is actually a repairable, but the 5 is definitely gonna need a backup. But either way, that was just awesome.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I want to get Jessica in here because she had some crazy close calls twice in this race.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna invite her to speak. All right. I guess she's not available right now. Oh wait, she is. Well, hello there, Jessica. You had quite a few close calls in this race. How did you avoid causing incidents in this race after going 4 wide twice? Oh, I guess she's unavailable.
Duel 2 results. Oh my goodness.
Sorry about that.
Oh, she's back.
I just had issues. Sorry.
All right. Well, same question still applies. How did you not kill the field or get wrecked yourself?
What I'm saying is like I don't know what the heck happened, because had I done that, I probably would have gotten a beating from Truex fan.
What? Well, I gotta say, you did a really good job letting off and letting Ebenezer back in after he slid up the track. So I'll give you props for that.
Thank
But
you.
how did you save it on lap 47?
Well, what I'm saying is, like, my car got loose, and I thought I just didn't want to wreck Ebenezer because I'm not a dirty driver. What I'm saying is, like, I just don't want to be a dirty driver and just wreck him. And like I got him back in. And I'm like, phew. And at least I kept my car in one piece. So
Well, that's good. The Penske Pontiac is gonna start midfield at the Daytona 500, Fantona 500. But you got a clean car to bring home, and hopefully you have a good race in the Fantona 500.
that's glad to hear that. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Oh my goodness. I'm still just, in awe at this finish, really.
Oh.
Trix fan, I know you've
Crazy.
been around here. I know you've been around here a long time, but have you ever seen like
In
that
India,
that,
have
that whole sequence of events ever happen? Like, be
you
honest
kind of
with me.
cut off from me. Repeat that.
You've been around here for a long time. I think you heard me say that, but
Mhm.
you have you ever seen? Be honest with me here. Have you ever seen a whole sequence of events like go down like that?
It's a 50-50 really, because like that, and they're on the apron. Usually they would slide up on the track and wreck a third of third is being generous, 2/3 of the field. And then if they don't, they slide back up onto the track. Momentum is killed, and then off turn 2, you got 3 cars that almost wreck there, and they somehow save it. And then we end up with a finish of 2/100ths of a second.
I mean, we've seen a 4 wide finish at Daytona before. Obviously, the one that I won. Not
Mhm.
to brag, but
It's still a finish.
that was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm telling
It's like
this is just this is
It almost matches the finish of Talladega Season 7, am I right?
okay, buddy.
yeah, that's where stop talking.
Yeah, it's time to go to sleep.
Oh my gosh.
You're banned.
Seriously though, what a race.
That is insane.
Oh yeah, by the way,
It was